Right, everyone, I am back for another video. Sorry it's been like over a week. It's been super crazy, super busy, and haven't had time to even make a video or be able to edit it, even if I could make a video. So we went out, so today's Friday, and so last Thursday, Zadok and I left to go work on our car because someone had needed to use it, and when they went to use it, it wouldn't start and everything. So we went to figure all that out, and we literally spent like 2 days. Like, it is, let's just say it's not America over here. No one has jumper cables or anything like that. And then the keys or the battery's dead. And then we set the keys in the car, and the door somehow auto locks the keys in. And then we find like a wire hanger, and then we get the door like opened, but then it has a security feature when you open from the inside with something like that when it's locked, that it doesn't work. So yeah, we got a guy to come and was able to help us the next day, and he was like a lock picker guy. Did it in like 30 seconds, and then had to drive around and talk to a bunch of people to see if anyone would be willing to help us jump our car. And then Zadok was able to share the gospel with the guy. And so even though it took super long and it was kind of frustrating, I ended up with Zadok being able to share the gospel with the guy who came and helped us, which was super awesome. And then we were just like crashed at a friend's house there. And then we went and we were able to get a hotel, which was so refreshing. Like, got a shower for the first time in like a month and a half, and so it was really nice, like an actual shower, not a bucket bath, and it was so refreshing. And then we made a rule that we weren't going to eat any Asian food, so we were able to find a pizza place here in Thailand that had pizza, and the owner is actually Italian, and so we were able to get pizza, and it was so good. And then we also got, we went to this bakery place that had like avocado toast and like sourdough bread and these amazing, it was like all sugar-free, a bunch of stuff, and then like these blueberry cheesecakes. Let's just say we ate a lot, and like the best smoothie I feel like I've ever had in my life, because it was like fresh fruit, and because we've just been eating like rice and fish and stuff like that for every meal, and it was so good. We relished every moment of it. And then we bought some fruit and stuff, and yeah, don't know if this has entertained you guys, but I am filling you in about how the reality of just like a simple meal that most people wouldn't even appreciate how good it was just like amazing, and a shower was just spectacular. And both of us, I just feel like we were a little worn out, and I just came back feeling so refreshed, honestly. And I started the week, and it's just been Zadok and I here at JDS with 30-something students, and I just wrapped up teaching a week on the character and nature of God. And honestly, I went into it when we were like working on the car and everything. I was like, kind of like, okay, I have to teach next week. I don't know what I'm going to teach, because it's different when you're dealing with so many that aren't saved and don't even have a little bit of background on who God is in the Bible. And I just didn't know what to do, and I wrote down a few things, but I think the Lord just really wanted me to depend on Him. And that's one thing I really learned this week. And I was just like sitting in the hammock and praising God and going, wow, like, God, you showed up this week when I didn't feel like I had anything together, but you wanted me to trust you because you had your own plan of what the students needed. And so, yeah, and an answer to prayer, a translator showed up on Tuesday, and he's been to like 4 years of Bible school. He loves the Lord, and he was able to translate for me the whole week. And I think it just really, God's message was able to get across. He knows the Bible, and so sometimes if like I didn't fully know how to explain something to them, or if he noticed they needed something to explain more, he would just explain to them in their language to where they understood. And one of the girls here that, like the last 2 days, I just had them go through the Bible, like that God is trustworthy and God is love and what does love look like, and just going scripture to scripture, and just because honestly what I told them is you need the foundation built on the sand. I mean on the rock, not the sand. And I also got to show them a few clips from The Chosen to show how God is personal, Jesus is personal and relational. And I showed the scene of the man, the paralytic that was let down through the roof, and then also the woman who was healed of the issue of blood. And then so we did 2 days of class, and then, but the third day I was just feeling really frustrated. Like, how do I give what I have to them? And we just hammered the gospel that day. And Zadok got to speak, and the gospel, the truth of the gospel, the radicalness of the gospel, like Zadok was tearing up, I was tearing up, because the gospel is so powerful. And when you really read and you know what the gospel is and what you've been saved from, it rocks your world. And I just encourage you, like, God is so incredible. The gospel is so real and true. And when you get to share that with people, it's just like, I wish they could grasp onto this. And I believe there was like a shift, and it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy teaching them, and I'm just being honest with that. But I'm continuing to be faithful and press into what I feel the Lord has for me, because I only had a plan for the first 2 days. And then God totally has taken the reins Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we went through the Bible, and one of the girls who came here as Buddhist, I don't know, I think she's still in Buddhism, I don't quite know. And she said she's read the Bible before, but it was always so boring. But then it wasn't boring at all when we were doing it. We were just looking up verses, and I was digging them apart, and they were reading them as a group. And that was crazy. And then another guy that was Buddhist as well, and he just seems to be really hungry for the Lord. And then I'd have like questions for them to answer, and I'd turn on worship music, and some of them would sit for like 10-15 minutes, like journaling deep answers to questions that they could be deep answers or non-deep answers. And it was just really cool to see the Lord work. And I'm really excited because so tomorrow is Saturday, so we do like where we cook dinner for all the students. And so I ordered, hopefully we'll be able to get the stuff to make hamburgers, we'll see, or tacos. It's definitely hard to get ingredients over here, so it's kind of hit or miss if you're gonna get special ingredients like burger buns, so I doubt they're gonna come. But we were able to special order like taco seasoning and stuff, so we'll see, maybe we can make some tacos tomorrow, which nice break from the jungle food, we'll just say that. And then in like a week, Zadok and I take our first visa run. We head to Vietnam, which is so exciting. I'm so stoked. It's gonna be amazing, refreshing, eat lots of non-jungle food, and just spend time together and just fellowship with the Lord and enjoy where He has us. And my biggest takeaway from this week is just letting God take the reins. When you let God take the reins and not try to format your life and lesson plan your life, God can truly show up. And also just when I was journaling yesterday, that because honestly the first several weeks here were very, very difficult. And my breakthrough came when I just relinquished my expectations to God. And when I just gave everything over to God and just said, God, I don't know how to love these people, but you do. And so I'm going to give each day my best, and I'm going to give them the only thing I can give them, which is you, which is the gospel. And honestly, it's just been such a breakthrough, and I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for where God has me. I'm so thankful for the privilege of what I get to do in serving Him. And yeah, that's just the little update for the week, and hopefully I'll have some more like entertaining videos at some point, but I haven't had any time to film anything entertaining. So yeah, let's just say. Also, side note, I've gotten really good at sleeping, because I used to not be able to sleep on like hard ground very well, but man, I sleep really great just on our bamboo platform, and I have a tiny blow-up mat, but even my hips used to hurt with like the blow-up mat. But I sleep like little, not a baby, because babies don't sleep very well, but I sleep amazing. And honestly, it was really funny because when we went to the hotel last week, and it was like honestly not a good mattress, it was super terrible, and I thought it was so comfortable because of what we've been sleeping on. But like, if it would have been like 3 months ago, I would have been like, oh, this isn't a comfortable mattress. But it was so comfortable and I slept really good. So yeah, it's just funny. In the US, we don't realize how comfortable our life is. Like, and just first world countries, like, just being real here. And yeah, if being a missionary and giving God everything was easy, everyone would do it. So I just encourage you, give God everything. Not everyone's going to agree with you. A lot of people are going to think you crazy. But the truth is, when you give God everything, it's the most radical, crazy adventure of your life. And not everyone's going to be doing it. But Jesus is enough. God is enough. And the gospel and what he did for us, just preaching the gospel this week of what God did for me, forgiving my sins, taking away and paying the punishment that I deserved. I don't know how that doesn't make us want to just totally give up everything. The fact that we can know what Jesus did for us and do nothing about it, it kind of flabbergasted me, to be honest. But yeah, maybe I should call this like Claire's rambling message or something, because I feel like I just rambled for 11 minutes. But love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that I missed like a whole week or something, but hope you enjoyed the update. Keep us in your prayers. Zadok's going to be teaching this next week as God is Father, talking on the Father heart of God, and all of us are orphans, but a lot of these are just have had absent dads or their dads have died. So keep us in your prayers, and yeah, continue, press through, press forward, and become a courageous woman of God.